Hi, and welcome to a special edition of my health professional interview series. I'm Dr. Kimberly Hubinet, the anti-aging dentist and mentor for those who wish to create an extraordinary lifestyle. I'm here tonight talking about whole body health, branding yourself in your industry and your niche, and learning to be financially free from trading time for money. Are you tired of financial stress and frustration, of always putting things last because of money? Well, if you are in search for financial alternatives, I know I can help. Today, my associate Ann Terrell, a longtime educator and successful entrepreneur and mentor in her Be Free community, and I will be taking time to talk to a medical professional who has joined the company to be a voice for the science breakthrough that has been changing lives and how they grow a side business by doing so. We will be asking questions of our guest so you can learn more about the science and gain insight of how you too could be part of this growing opportunity. Our guest tonight is Dr. Robert Adams. Hi, Dr. Adams. He served on the American Board, Chiropractic Neurology Board, earned his doctorate in chiropractics from Palmer College of Chiropractics West.
Yes.
And most importantly, he has served thousands of clients and patients for the past 30 years in Sonoma, addressing their health needs. And we thank you for being here and sharing with us the perspective of the science breakthrough and the opportunity with Life Vantage. So welcome.
Great. Happy to. Thank you. Good to be here.
So we have a few questions, and basically I know that you've had a lot of experience over the years with the Nrf2 activators and the rest of the product line with Life Vantage. Can you explain to us and explain what caught your attention about the science, the breakthrough as a health professional?
Okay, well, the first thing that really impressed me was the science. I had never seen a product, a natural product with so much research on it. At that time I first became acquainted with Life Vantage, their flagship product, the Nrf2 Synergizer, had 6 peer-reviewed studies on it. And I was impressed that they patented a blend of nutrients and had studied the effectiveness of it. And that intrigued me. And then as I learned more about the benefits of Nrf2 and saw that it was the best Nrf2 activator, I got even more excited. So I thought it was really a good opportunity, and it has proven to be such.
Oh, great. And how important are all the medical studies about Protandim is it for you as a health professional, as opposed to the 3 different things in the relationship to PubMed, as a relationship to the Protandim, the different studies, and NIH?
Excited about the research relative to the National Institute of Health study, which showed that Protandim was the only botanical product they'd ever studied that was proven to extend life. That was a pretty exciting breakthrough. And that the synergy, because they had studied the individual ingredients, which are turmeric, green leaf extract, bacopa, milk glycerin, and ashwagandha. They studied some of those independently and didn't get the result, but when you blended them together in that patented blend, it was proven to be beneficial. So I love that study. And then I like one of my favorite studies is the therapeutic applications of Nrf2, and that talks about how Nrf2 stimulates 66 anti-Alzheimer genes to be performed, 28 anti-colon cancer genes, and then 18 genes to protect the heart. So I like the idea of biohacking the genome and inducing the genes to produce gene products that they would already do. So that part of the science really excited me because it's so much more effective than trying to pound a bunch of supplements, ingredients from the outside in that are going to support deficiencies. I like the idea of actually activating with blends the naturally occurring products that are made in the cells. So that excited me too, this idea of inducing the cells to make things that they used to make better. And so that kind of excited me. So I like the studies. One of my other studies that I really like, I'd like to draw your attention to, came out last year, was published and showed that Protandim helps preserve the muscle protein in your muscles. Oh. And that's important because the half-life of muscle protein is 6 to 10 days. So if you can have it more like 10 days than 6 days, that's significant, and it means that you have greater probability of renewing your muscles with exercise. And so one of the challenges as we age is maintaining our lean bulk to stay physically lean. Because, a pound of muscle burns 100 calories a day. So if you can keep your muscles on, that allows you to burn more calories in the day, and you can eat more and exercise more and enjoy more of life's wonders. So I like that. So anyway, that was kind of a cool study that showed that Protandim in the patented blend actually helps preserve lean tissue. So, and there are studies that show it helps, prevent inflammation in the body, which is important for so many things. It turns on anti-aging genes to prevent oxidative stress, which is, free radical damage is huge, and just a bunch of really fun stuff that's proven to do. And that research excites me because, one, it's been confirmed by multiple studies, and two, I've experienced the benefits personally. But it's nice to see research that supports, the practical use of the product.
So as it pertains to chiropractics, and how would you explain it to your clients, your patients?
Okay. Well, what I explain to them is, first of all, I talk about inflammation and how inflammation is a part of the healing process, but that it needs to be managed properly. And so we have enzyme systems that help keep inflammation in its proper order. As we get older, that system weakens. And so when you can support it with nutrients that stimulate the cells to make more of the products that help lower inflammatory markers in the body, you do a good thing towards preventing aging and also increasing the capacity of the cells to heal faster. So that's my I go into a little more detail for some patients relative to the activation of preventing. I'll explain what ATP is, the mitochondria, and how in the process of making energy, the mitochondria spill out free radicals, and free radicals damage the cell. And so Protandim turns on the cell's ability to make catalase, superoxide dismutase, and then glutathione peroxidase. Those are some fancy words, but basically those are molecules that scavenge free radicals and contain them, so the body can reuse them in a constructive way instead of a destructive way.
Nice. Well, what are there benefits that you have seen with patients that take Protandim? What have you seen in your practice?
Well, I've seen one, surprisingly, they sleep better. And two, I've had a number of them comment, and you'll appreciate this, Dr. Hubinette, that their gums do better, and that when they've had dental evaluations, that the pockets that used to be listed as 5s and 6s and 7s are now 2s and 3s.
That is.
So I don't quite personally know what all that means, other than it's a good thing. And so that's something that I've heard from patients. Also, they sleep better, and some have talked about actually having some weight loss with Protandim. Not that it's a weight loss agent, but because it helps preserve lean tissue burns calories, and also stress puts weight on you. So since it turns on anti-stress enzymes, they've had better time sleeping. Also, inflammation has gone down. People who've had chronic aches and pains in certain joints have noticed that has abated with
So with the different products that we have with Life Vantage, what's one of your other favorite ones that you like?
I think the probiotic. I like their probiotic. It's a very good science in how it works. It's designed so that it's a well-tracked patented formula of delivery. So it delivers bacteria to the small intestine appropriately and then to the large intestine. And it doesn't get killed in the stomach. So I like that. I think there's some good science in that probiotic. I also like the way that they packaged it, especially in the Vitality Stack, because it's in an individualized packet, which is, doesn't expose it to air. So I think that's a really good packaging. I like that. So I think that would be the other one. Of course, I just put a plug in for their fish oil, which is really good quality fish oil. And again, it's in the Vitality Stack package as well. So I think it's pretty smart. Then, of course, I might as well say that there's an NRF1 product. Obviously, if there's an NRF2, there must be an NRF1. So NRF1 is important for making more mitochondria to make more energy so the cells can function better in your brain and in the rest of your body. So I really think they hit it out of the park with the Vitality Stack. It's really a great deal. And then there's 15% off the individual price of things, plus the shipping's free. So I like that, and I recommend the Vitality Stack to everybody.
Good. So Dr. Adams, I'm going to ask you a few questions now. And I've heard from many health professionals, they say once they've learned about the science breakthrough, they felt compelled to share it with others. And what are your feelings about that as far as a health professional? Once you heard about this, was it a compelling story that you needed to tell?
Yes, I think anytime you know something, especially if you're a healthcare provider, you have the ethical responsibility to tell people about it and let them know that there's an option out there that they should be aware of. So that's how I feel about it, and I tell everybody about it, and I recommend it to anybody over 18. Once people start to get 20, then they start to have a decline in their levels of it. But especially for people over 18, between 18 and 20, get it started. And if you're an athlete and you're training pretty hard, maybe even a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm. So from a business standpoint, you run your own practice. How has introducing this science breakthrough, the Life Vantage products, how has that affected your or increased your revenues as far as a practicing medical professional?
Well, I think I've had the opportunity to expose this to other people, and then I've had other doctors and physicians and people I know get involved with sharing it, and so it's being a company has kept its agreements and has been good for me in that regard. So there's been I've been able to with the company reach the rank of a Pro 7. Which creates some additional opportunities and nice additional revenue.
Great. So
those things are posted on their, it's a publicly traded company, mm-hmm. So they post what some of the revenues are there.
Right. So what would you say to someone who would be interested in joining Life Vantage to share this science breakthrough with others?
I'd say it's a great opportunity. It's a really good company. They keep the agreements. They've been around since 2003. They've done the face-to-face sharing or network platform since 2009, which has been really good for the company because it's allowed them to tell their story. I would say it's a great opportunity, and it's definitely something to consider. And there's, it works really well. We got a great team, and it's a kind of a win-win scenario.
Thank you, Dr. Adams. We appreciate you taking time to join us tonight. And if this information inspires you to learn more like it did for us and Dr. Adams, then please get with the person who invited you to learn more. You might be interested in taking the products yourself or learn more about being part of the growth of the company and to make extra income. We thank you for your time. And we hope that you learned something tonight.